what you say, as long as you mean it. What's the point in wearing a face if you don't believe it? 'Cause honestly, it's best to be true to who you are than trying to be a version of something that you're not. Just close your eyes and let it all just wash away, and give it time. You don't have to change a thing. Soon you'll see that perfect is imaginary. You don't have the words to carry. Hey, just be yourself.
This is me, Brent Rancourt. I used to walk the halls of the psycho ward, not as a doctor or a janitor, but as a king. And I have a story to tell, and I'm ready to tell it. My story goes like this. When I was younger, I smoked a lot of marijuana and I did some alcohol, and I ended up falling into a hard psychosis, which led me down the primrose path, one I wouldn't wish upon anybody. But since I've been through it, I'm ready to share my experience. And it's a ride. So the ride goes like this. It all started back one day in class in college. I was sitting there, and it got hot that day. It was hot, but no one else was hot. It was just me. And I was sweating in my shirt, and I was looking around, and there was no one else sweating. I kept watching the clock, and the clock would go by so slowly. It would just tick, tick. I'd look away, and it wouldn't change. The time just stood still, and I was so stressed. And I just looked around, and I was staring at my monitor, my desk, and I looked around and seen nothing. I was so stressed. All I wanted to do was leave. All I wanted to do was get out of there. Then the time came for class to end. It was over. I walked out, grabbed my backpack, ran out, and took the short bus home. Short bus route home. When I got home that day to my apartment, I went directly to my room. I laid in my bed, curled up in the fetal position, and I cried. So I started to think, and I seen white, like not the color white, not like the white of the floor or the white of the birch trees, but the energy of white, like white by my eyes. And I just thought of someone could hear me, I would feel better. So I reached out through my mind, tried to just talk to my mom. And I asked her if she could hear me. And the thing that changed my life happened. I heard that she could. She said, I could hear you, through my mind. They said it forever changed my life. Now, that terrible day, it's not something I would like to remember. part that gets me is that she had no idea this was happening, and no one else did either, just me. So I went to bed that night and woke up the next morning. I walked around and started talking to people with my mind through telepathy. And the more people I talked to, the more returned my thoughts and could talk to me back. And within like a week, I was talking to most people through telepathy. About a week later, I mustered up all the energy and strength I had. I wanted to be bold. I had a bold move to make. I thought of everyone on the planet at the time. There were 6.5 billion people. And I thought of them all. Then I said, through my mind, now you're all psychic. And that changed the whole world that day. I was Brent Rancourt, the guy who turned the whole world psychic. And now, that was a feat, because it took down a lot of barriers and changed a lot of things, from my perspective. I began speaking telepathically to people, celebrities, royalty, even political powers at the time. And it was just such a blissful time for me. I was just in a state of bliss and elation. And I couldn't think of anything else that would have been better for me at that time. But little did I know, my parents were wondering what was going on with me, I think, when I told them that a celebrity had winked at me. And they referred me back to my psychiatrist in the small town where I was, or in the small city where I was going to college. And he began me on a small dose of olanzapine. Olanzapine is a antipsychotic medication used to treat first episode psychosis, which is what I had gotten. Now CAMH has a great definition for psychosis, or the word psychosis. Now, to think that a word could have so much meaning but mean nothing to me in my life. Like, they kept telling me I had psychosis. I didn't believe that. I was the guy that turned the whole world psychic. And this is what it is.